Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. They run it with Ward. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
It's Young on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here, Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, Makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
On second and a long way to go. Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
21.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
There he goes, left side. Still going. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 66 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Baylor tight. Hey, easy. We're going orange.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ray.
Herbert. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
22 middle. Check, pink, yellow, line. Striker, 3-3. Cycle.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Young. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
21.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. George Karlaftis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ram. Ready.
Out of the gun, Herbert. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Clock, 10.
Now a first down throw for Young. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with second down and less than a yard.
Mega. Switch, yellow. Drill, 52. Check, huh?
Pierce now up the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the ground with Ward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Check right.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, go Lion.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, Ram. Go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
On play action, Young. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Here we go.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Fight. 97. Black swap. Check pink. Set.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Young. That's complete to Ward. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Opposite. Green. Ready?
Pierce is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. Set. Hey, go Fury.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check white. Blue, check. Black swap. Check pink. Hut, hut.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Kappa, 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 Kappa. Ready.
Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, go Lion.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
Baylor Tiger.
Herbert off of play action. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Young off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black shot.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Got it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The fair catch taken short of the goal line. this third quarter at their own 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's Herbert. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
31-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and they will remain well behind. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Black Ultra. Set.
Young on 3rd down. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Hut, hut.
On second down, here's Pierce. Breaks through the contact, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 151 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Houston.
Ready?
First down, they go right back to Pierce. Down to the 42, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
42-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Hut, hut.
Young now. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Yellow, zoom. Blaster, stick. Drill, green. Hut.
They go play action. Young. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Smash, red. Steel, black. White, white. Rail, yellow. Needle, blue.
Young working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But on Herbert, his third interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set, Hunt.
Following the interception, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Yellow, go. Check white. Blue, check. Black swap. Check pink. Set.
Give to Pierce. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Ready?
A very one-sided affair. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now here's Young. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Yellow. Ready?
Now a handoff for Pierce. Bulldozes and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go.
Herbert now. Open net is Waddle, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
5-9.
Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Dalton Kincaid. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. Deion Henley there on the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Ward. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Check right. Ready?
They run it with Ward. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Black swap. Cut.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Young to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Ready.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. It's Ward. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
And they take a knee.